Hey guys, sorry for the long break. So this is me back with one of my weapon demos. Today we're going to be doing the dual blades. Now I'm not a really big dual blade user, but I do really enjoy them ever since they added this new move which I call the slingshot. This is pretty much when you're in Arc Demon mode. If you press X plus A, you can do this really cool charge forward attack that does a lot of hits. And there's a few cool combos from it, and I use this as my main style even though perhaps the Devil's Dance might be a little bit more effective. So on here I have Home Blade, Razor Sharp, Challenger +2, and Bombardier thanks to my wonderful Sharpness 5 and 3 slot charm. So I'm overpowered, I'm going in, and I realized after I took this video that I was doing it pretty bad actually. I was going after his front legs the whole time when really they're almost the hardest spot on his entire body. If I had been going for the back legs it would have been faster, so in an offline hunt after this one I did back legs and it was over in like 4 minutes. So, anyways, I decided to keep the video, even though I had some really bad mistakes, some big, embarrassing moments. I thought it would be fun anyways, because, again, the point of this series is not to do a speed run or to show off. It's to have fun and just show you how I play the weapon, so. It starts out really bad, but hey, it's okay. So the way I look at it, the way I like to play dual blades is the first task is to get that bar all the way up so I can get into Arc Demon mode. And I only go into Demon mode if I need to fill up the gauge. I don't actually utilize it to do most damage. The Devil's Dance is really effective at doing damage, but it's mainly the first and last hit. So if you miss those, you end up doing a lot less damage. And if you like to use elemental dual blades, which I do as well, or status ones, then this style that I'm going to be showing off is actually really good because it does a lot of hits. So after you do the X plus A slingshot attack, as I call it, if you press X and then A, you can do a combo, and then you can press forward and X and do another one of those forward spinning ones. It's almost like an infinite combo, and then I just mix in demon dashes here and there in between it. Now again, this started out really bad, so I kept knocking myself out of the area, which was really annoying, but I'm sure it happens to everybody, so maybe it'll be good for some of you to see that it does happen to everyone. He's pushing me out of the area. At this point, I was just like, oh my gosh, I should just start over. But that's a human thing to feel, but you shouldn't do it. Like, stick with it, you know? And then for some reason, I just got attached to those front paws. And again, they're not that weak, so it's kind of weird. So once my demon gauge gets down to, I'd say about 20%, I generally enter demon mode, and I will then buff it up. So here you see I'm doing another combo, which is X plus A to do the slingshot, then you hit XA, and then you hit X plus A again. And what it does is almost like a fake demon's dance. It does a lot of damage, but it also eats up that gauge. But you can also do forward and X and do another slingshot right after it. It's really hard to describe, but I show it off a little bit better after he's dead, so just hang tight and you can see that. I just really like it because, like, the rate in which the gauge goes down is not that bad. So you can do a lot of these slingshot like combos here and not run out of a gauge. It's just really zippy. You can use the slingshot attack to do like evasive, you can hit them, all sorts of stuff. It's another bad idea. Every time I get myself into the corner here with Zinogre, I end up getting lost and hit and all that kind of stuff. And I really should know better by now, but I just keep doing it. I guess it's kind of like the hot stove that you constantly touch, right? This is what happens when you're going in overpowered, you get greedy. You wouldn't see me do that on a G rank quest. I am really happy dual blades are back in 4G or 4U, and the reason why I say back is that they made a huge mistake in Monster Hunter 4 in which they took off the natural haft, like the natural razor sharp that it has. So even though you still need the skill razor sharp to have good sharpness, like one hit is, you know, left blade, right blade. But in Monster Hunter 4, like left blade, right blade would have been counted as 2 hits on your sharpness. And it was just ridiculous. And everyone stopped using the weapon, and it was just horrific. So they like literally killed the weapon in Monster Hunter 4. It's another reason why, if for any reason you don't get Monster Hunter Cross in the West, but you get Cross Ultimate, if they make it, it might be better because, I don't know. there's just all these quirks sometimes when they try new stuff. It's just fun. I mean, look at this style. I mean, just zipping around and dashing. It's a feel-good style. It reminds me of when I play Hunting Horn. And here I made the mistake of letting my demon gauge get all the way down. You shouldn't do that. But it's not the end of the world if you do. When in demon mode, the X combo and the A combo actually will build up the gauge much faster than the Devil's Dance. So don't feel that you need to rely on that staple attack in order to raise that gauge. So it looks like our Zinogre is almost cooked. I should just let him fall asleep and then go ham on him, but hey. And here I am again, attacking the front paws, even though they're actually really weak unless he's charged up, so I don't know what I was thinking, but I had a good time playing, so I thought it was okay. Bad timing on my Demon's Dash. These Eodrums are so annoying, aren't they? All these small monsters wanting to get a piece of me. There we go. So, I mean, it was an easy hunt. I was overpowered, but still. Dual blades are really fun. So this is the X, A, after the slingshot. Here's another slingshot. And we're going to do X, A, forward plus X, and it does another slingshot. And you can just keep comboing those. This is the big combo I will show off here if the screen cooperates. Which is this. Oops. I need to build up my gauge again so I can show off some more moves. There we go. Now I'm back into Archdemon mode. Let's get out of this mode. There we go. So X plus A, X, A, X plus A, and then 4 plus X. That's the big combo. It eats up about, I'd say, a fifth of your demon gauge, but it does a lot of damage. Otherwise, you can just spam the slingshot, XA, slingshot, XA, slingshot, and it's all good. Anyways, I hope you try out dual blades. Again, this is just one way to use it. You can actually play and utilize the Devil's Dance a little bit more and do a lot of damage. Make sure, though, with a weapon like this or Sword and Shield, that you're hitting a body part that's actually really weak. Otherwise, you might find that hunts will last about 20% longer than they should. But anyways, check out dual blades, and I hope you have a good time. Happy hunting.